What is happening, people? Ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We've waited a long time. We've waited all season to see some upgrades. And I tell you what, people, if you're not happy about the upgrades now, I don't know when you will be. I'm joined here, of course, with my co-host, Mahad from the Pit Stop Fracker. Mahad, how you feeling, man? You feel upgraded? Do you feel brand new?
Brothers and sisters, as we are gathered here today, we
Mm.
mark we mark the return of McLaren from the dead.
Here it is.
Risen from the dead.
Here
We
it
are
is.
alive again. This is half an upgrade. We're out of the hell we call P13 to P17. We have been removed. Apart from Oscar, unfortunately. But we have been removed from that hell. And hashtag in Stella we trust. We
Oh
are
yeah,
right.
the
We are
people are
right.
talking. The people are talking. I mean, look, Manraj, big up yourself, saying, how do we even call that? Is that McLaren? Yeah, let's look at it's a W McLaren. Yeah, is that what we're doing? That's I see. I see what you done there. I see what you done there. As you said, hashtag is Stella we trust. Okay, big up to Alex live in the chat. Big up to everybody. TSJ Awesome says I couldn't make the stream today, but we are cooking. Thank you for leaving a comment nonetheless. Make sure you do watch it back once you're ready to watch that. Shout out to Drea who says ready to go. Ready to go. People.
Listen, as a family, we've suffered. You've seen us. We've been in the
Woo,
mud.
guys. Talk to me, man. Listen, we waited so long for this upgrade and we got half of it. And look at it. Look at it. Look at what was going on in the quali. Look at what was going on in the sprint week, on the sprint sort of, the shootout, the race, and then of course the race on Sunday as well. I mean, as Zach said, fellas, we are so back. Now, you know what's funny? Ted Kravitz said something that made me think, hang on a minute, what's his beef? But he was sort of like, it was great at Austria. Don't expect it to be the same in Silverstone. And I don't know why he threw that in there. Not sure why. Whether he knows something we don't, but he was just like, yeah, they've done well this weekend, but don't expect them to be the same. But in the same breath, he said, you know, maybe the McLaren is quicker than the Aston Martin. And so I'm standing there kind of like, well, hang on a second, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Remember what our expectations were. I can't believe it, guys. P4 for Lando Norris, bro. Let's talk about this upgrade, okay? Mahad, what I'm sure that not that you were surprised, but like a bit like, look, we were taking it with bated breath. We were making sure, like, listen, we need to be ahead of these Alpines, right? That's at least the base level. How surprised were you over the course of the weekend about this new car, by the way? Because ain't nothing the same except the front wing.
It looks significantly different. Like when you put like a side by side to Oscar's car, just everything is completely different about the shape. We're talking about even the halo is completely different.
Absolutely.
So when Stella said, "Look, we're going to change every single aerodynamic part of this car," you weren't capping, you weren't lying, because this is a different car. Obviously, I was watching who was it? I forgot his name. Basically, some tech analysis, and basically saying that you don't know what that floor looks like as well. Obviously, fundamentally, the car has the same kind of suspension setup as it's not suspension setup, but like the push rod, pull rod setup as Red Bull. So that already puts us at advantage of other teams trying to copy Red Bull. That our philosophy already kind of matches it, and it really kind of because this weekend was a sprint weekend. I really pulled back my expectations. I was just like, we've got one practice session. What we're gonna do is this is qualifying straight away,
For sure. Yeah.
Even though we run well in Austria all the time anyway, regardless. And I think even without the upgrades, we might have just kind of like skipped could have got some like young P10, P9, you know what I mean? But for us to be like just planted straight into not just into that P2 battle that's going on with Ferrari, Aston Martin, and Mercedes. Like Alpine, where are they? Where are they?
Did you hear Gasly, bro? I said, yeah, that McLaren is fast, This is not good for us.
That man was breathing heavy. I don't understand. So it's always good to have kind of like an expectation of please just get us out that ghetto that we call P13 to P17, and just get us in the points so we can be battling with Alpine, and just to far exceed those expectations. And what can I say? What was Mika Hakkinen cooking, man?
You see Mika, yeah? They doubted him, bruv. The streets doubted him. The streets doubted our two-time champion, by the way. Yeah, they doubted him, and then big up your tweet that you put on the.
I thought he set us up though, low key. I thought he set us up when he did it.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like he's got a moment where he might say something. It's like whoa, like whoa, Mika, where are we going with this, right? But he knew something. He's been in town. He's been in town. He knows what was cooking from beforehand. So when he came out with a statement like that, you thought he's either a genius or the guy's mad. It was one of those comments where it's like it was either one or the other. And I saw on the channel, obviously, you put up the the apology to Mika and what the reasons were.
Whoever made that template is a legend. Yeah, because we're gonna be using that a lot.
Legend, absolute legend. But you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like Mika, I think obviously he was there. Like he saw what was cooking. He knows what's happening. So shout out to the crew, man. Big up to the McLaren family in and around town. Big up Canadian Gringo. Oh my God, what just happened? It's not completely on merit, but oh my God, we got the fourth. Listen, merit or not, I mean, listen, it is merit because if you don't stay within the track limits, that's the only time I want to use that word. That's the only time I want to use that term. But yeah, if you don't stay in, that's you. In other words, he would have been cheating to stay in fourth. So, it is what it is. I get your point, Canadian Gringo. I do get your point. Steflo, I said, in Stella we trust. Hashtag in Stella we trust. Man's putting in work. James Kihu. Now, listen, here's one thing I will say, because you mentioned something earlier there, right? Where you said, like, to be in the mix with P2 and swinging with Ferrari and Mercedes and Aston, like, it's criminal the car we came into the season with. Like, it's actually criminal what we walked in with. We thought, it will bring a blade to a gunfight. That's what we thought we can do. Because we were never going to ever fight these people, ever. Not like this.
Think about it. Like, did I cut out? Or did he cut out? Did I cut out, guys? Tell me I did cut out. Put in the chat, who cut out? Is it me or Peter? Joking. Man's connected as well. Oh, it's Peter that's gone. It's not me. Shout out to my internet, man. All right, Peter, pattern up. Guys, like, honestly, it's unbelievable that we've been able to make that leap with half an upgrade. This is 50%. This ain't even 100%. It's 50%. And we've already leapfrogged into the battle between Aston Martin and Mercedes. I don't think we're there when it comes to Ferrari. We're not there yet. We're definitely not there. But honestly, I think the progress that's been made with just one upgrade, and we've got an upgrade in Silverstone, we've got an upgrade in Hungary, and now Zach Brown has said we've got an upgrade coming in after summer break, a significant upgrade, another major upgrade. What the direction? I think we went on the. You're back, Peter.
I can't believe it.
Me. I thought it was me, Anna. Because it's usually me.
Brother, I don't know what's going on. All right. Can everyone hear me? Can you guys hear me well?
I can hear you. You're good.
Yo, everything's just moving slow. All of a sudden, my laptop just went black.
Can you even see me or hear me right now?
Yeah, I can see you. Everything's delayed on my side. Everything's more delayed.
boy.
I don't know what on earth happened there. I don't know what on earth happened there.
I'll carry on talking. You just sort your internet connection out.
I'll make sure I'm
Yeah.
sorted. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you carry on. You carry on.
But like we've made a significant jump with half an upgrade. Yes, new floor, new side pods, new engine cover, new halo. I was reading some articles today. Before we start jumping into the risk, let's just talk about the upgrades. Let's focus on the upgrades right now. And let's have a look. So we are the second fastest car in high-speed corners. The second fastest car in high-speed corners. I don't know where that happened because we were rubbish. For us to make that leap isn't crazy to us, yeah? It's crazy to me. We were already fast in the slow speed corners and managed to maintain that. We've managed to maintain that slow speed corner speeds. Now, from some analysis that I was reading earlier, yeah, is we just need to sort out the straight line speed. Obviously, the straight line speed has not been sorted out yet. We're still the fifth fastest on the straight line. So we have moved from the bottom to the fifth. And hopefully the next upgrades that are in Silverstone, I think that's the rear wing. We need to do rear wing, front wing. We're gonna be cooking. We are there. Peter's still struggling.
Am I still on the old version, bro? Have I not got the upgrade? Are they doing me like Oscar Piastri right now?
Don't know, brother.
So what's going on my side from what you're seeing? Because
I can see you clearly. You're talking. You know what I mean. I don't know about
okay,
the
cool.
audience though. You let us know how good Peter's connection is.
For some reason, on your now you're slow. Like you're speaking in real time, and then I'm seeing the reaction of you later on the screen. So I'm like, what's going on here? Like everything seems to be moving smooth. I think. God knows what's going on today. I don't know what's happening. It's never usually mine as well.
We're sorry,
That's
guys.
weird. That is
the day of
very
celebration. But when it's our pain, they can hear us properly. No problem. No lagging. Nothing. The pain is fine. When it's celebration, we have technical glitches.
They don't want us to win.
You guys can hear us. Hopefully, you guys can hear us now, and we're doing well, and the stream is not lagging. But yeah, I just really didn't expect this jump, man, Peter. Honestly.
Yeah, no, I was pleasantly surprised, and obviously, like a part of me is asking the question though, like, why did we bring it for Austria? Because two things: Piastri doesn't get the upgrade until next week, and sprint weekend, so you only got one practice session to begin with. So like, we're not really going to get the full juice of what's actually going on here. And don't get me wrong, we were like pleasantly surprised with what happened, but I'm looking at Silverstone this weekend where Piastri gets the upgrade too, because you heard him at the end of the race, and he was like, "Don't worry, mate, it's coming for you next." And then 3 practice sessions. We're gonna see what this car really is made of. And yeah, like it just makes you think, like, for us to just turn the switch like that, it only makes you feel like more annoyed with what we came into the season with, what's been going on last season, what James and the gang have been doing, with this car. And if it's just a case of, look, they're out of their depth, or they thought something was going to work and it kind of just slightly didn't work, which in Formula One terms slightly means massive gaps, then fair enough. But when I'm hearing at the pace on the weekend, only Red Bull were the ones that were faster than us in terms of pace. Like that, there's fundamentally something else is going on. Now, don't get me wrong, Stella from day one drew the line to, listen, guys, you're not going to recognize anything on this car. Maybe the front wing will stay the same, and that is about it. Everything else is getting changed. And as you mentioned earlier, we kind of looked at the Red Bulls and see what they were doing with what they, with the side pods and everything else of that nature. And it just made sense, didn't it? It just made total sense. So I'm very, very surprised. Yeah, I'm very surprised, but I'm also very much like, man, what were these guys smoking then? What was going on? What were they doing?
I'm looking at Andrea Stella. Not Andrea Stella. I'm looking at Andreas Seidel, and I'm looking at James Key, and I'm thinking, what did you guys think? What was the plan to come into these new rigs? To come into these new rigs, because this is how we should have come into the rigs.
Exactly.
So and also it would be really interesting to understand who's behind these upgrades.
Yeah, that's one thing we need to really.
I'm really trying to scout and trying to get that information, because I want to know who's responsible? Is it a combined effort between Stella and Prodromo and Holdy and Wheatley? Not Wheatley, Oatley. What? Who's actually done this? Because I would like to thank you. Let me buy you a coffee.
Yeah, man.
Let me shake
Yeah,
that
man.
man's
I,
hand.
I was about to bring a bottle of Stella on site. The Tesco near me shut. It's closed, isn't it? So like
He's
temporary
about to get
fix.
some Stella cans right now.
Bruv, there was gonna be a couple of cans, my people. There was gonna be some Stella Artois in homage. You know what I'm saying? Because literally, like, if this is the case, like, what's my Musab exactly? Whenever Key brought an upgrade, it took a minute. It took a minute. And the thing is, upgrades, I don't even expect them to just go bang. You know what I mean? I'm not even expecting it to just go bang at the beginning. But I don't know, man. I don't
But
know, man.
listen. One upgrade, yeah. One practice session. The shit ain't even correlated properly yet.
Exactly.
This is not even correlated properly yet. So next race, Lando gets the upgrades. Plus, he gets the additional upgrades, the 25%, and Oscar gets the Austria upgrades.
Man, like, listen, as Dre is saying, saying better be us with the technical issues and not McLaren all day long, like all day long. I mean, it's a time to celebrate, and some people might think this is a bit premature and whatnot. It was only one of the drivers and blah blah. But I'm so sorry because obviously Oscar didn't have a great Sunday, right? Got into a bit of a collision, and and then kind of had to change for parts, stuck at the back of the grid. But it was what it was. Really and truly, my eyes were only on Lando Norris because of these upgrades. I wanted to see because I mean the guy's swinging with Lewis Hamilton, right? He's swinging with Carlos Sainz, and I'm thinking, you look at the customer team. That's the Mercedes one's really interesting because customer team who is now having a go at Lewis Hamilton and beating Lewis Hamilton is scary hours because Lewis is no slouch. You know the
Okay.
ones. He's no slouch, like so.
Some people say, "Oh yeah, Mercedes are never good in Austria," so on and so on. But like Austria's like it kind of matches up well with other tracks, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's not like an outlier. It's not like Jeddah or something. It's like it's a racetrack, and there's going to be a lot more racetracks coming up. There's a lot of straights, which was a lot of straights that were McLaren's weakness.
Yeah,
and we're cooking on the straight. Well, relative to what we would look like before.
I'm thinking, why couldn't we just have this at Canada? Canada, you had all the sessions in the world, and then it's a fast, it's a lovely circuit, fast circuit. Would have been good to see it there, but whatever. Again, bringing it forward to Austria, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the thought process behind that was, and whether or not and we'll get onto what's coming for Silverstone in a moment. But you kind of would have thought upgrade plus livery plus whatever in Silverstone would have been a perfect recipe. I don't know why they brought it early. I ain't mad.
Listen, no. I agree with that decision. No, bring it early. Bring it early, man. Whatever makes the car look better. You know what I mean? So like, at the end of the day, like we went. I want to know your thoughts about us just on the Friday going straight into a competitive session in quali, and then just Lando just slapping it into the top 5 quite
easily as well. Like, honestly, it brought a tear to my eye, man. Seeing Lando doing what he was doing, I said, "Hey, is this for real? Like, is this actually for real?" I don't know, man. Amon says here, it amazes me that for consecutive years, those guys made cars that couldn't stand the preseason tests. Talking Key and Seidel, yeah. And you just think to yourself, what's going on here? Musab says, Oscar had a good sprint though, so driver performance, I'm happy. Yeah, nothing against the driver performance really. Like, there was not really much.
He was unbelievable in the sprint, both of them.
Yeah, no. They were brilliant.
Obviously, Lando was very unlucky in the sprint race because of the whole Max and Perez just fighting each other and then the car going into anti-stall. That could have been a situation where he could have got into the lead, but obviously he would have got overtaken by the Red Bulls anyway. But he still showed what that car can. This is a good thing because the major problem this car had is it had no race pace. But this weekend we had the opportunity to go racing twice.
That's a very good point. I mean, like Trey is saying, hey, why don't you bring it early? You know, we got us 12 points. It was an opportunity to already learn something about the new car. And that's fair enough. The only reason I just thought, you know, if you say I got a date to set, you know, Silverstone, and because it seemed to me like they kind of rushed it. Not rush. I don't mean rush in the sense that not every I was dotted, not every T was crossed, but like they rushed it forward rather than, you know, your deadline's on Friday, but if you get the work done and it's finished on Thursday, then happy days. Send it in on Thursday. This didn't feel like that to me. This felt like, no, let us. What's the fastest time we can do this in? Give me the fastest time now. And maybe Stella was just like, I've had enough of this garbage. I've had enough. And maybe being in Canada, he thought, I never want to see this again. I can't have this again, especially with a week to spare and whatnot.
When you think about it, I always go back on like this, but go back to our episode about when Stella first got hired. Stella said, "I need to see what's going on with this car," because clearly he had an idea, and he was butting heads with James Key, saying, "Look,
Yeah.
this is not the design philosophy we need to be going down. This is not the design route we need to be going down." And
Yeah.
clearly, hopefully, Stella's had a more hands-on approach with these upgrades to kind of have the car in a way, philosophy-wise, that suits him, that we can actually move forward with. And I feel like we're going in the right direction. And I feel like even though we've been in the depths of just nonsense throughout this whole season, I feel like our ceiling is much higher than a lot of teams. Just because, first of all, the upgrades have half an upgrade has shot us up the rankings to the third best car. Secondly, we've just finished Canada 6th in the rankings. That means we get more wind tunnel time than all those guys, significantly.
Happy balance.
Thirdly, we're still bringing more upgrades. So this was only 50% that had us swinging with Aston and Mercedes. Even if it's the case where Aston and Mercedes, maybe the track didn't suit them, those other 50% should have us there cemented in that position. Around 3rd, 4th, and 5th, right? Yeah. So, if the base of the car is there and solid, it's a good car to move forward with. And if we're going to get a major upgrade after summer break, what on earth is that going to be like?
No, exactly. Yeah, that's what I think is incredible is the fact that this is like the second upgrade, because we had like a little one, isn't it, at Baku, but it was an upgrade for the original car. Whereas this is the B spec, bruv. You know what I'm saying? You guys were calling it the M60L, M60, what's it called? You know, B. So at the end of the day, like this is what we are. We finally got to see it. And it was so funny. We go back, people, and watch the old episodes of this channel. How we prayed for that car to come, and what we were hoping would happen once it comes through. And as Amon says, I've felt levels of happiness with F1 that I haven't felt since Monza, and that is what it kind of tells you. It's a bit like, man, I don't know, man. Nath is obviously still hating though. Obviously,
bro, where's Alpine? Just ask me where Alpine is, bro. where was Alpine in that race?
Alpine were
30
not
seconds
here.
worth of penalties. I want to hear about Alpine. How can a half upgrade absolutely eclipse Alpine? And now your boy Gasly is saying, "Oh, it's fast, that McLaren."
Yeah,
got man worried. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, yeah, I think what's so funny? Let's go back to the weekend at hand in Austria. What my expectations were. Like I was trying to okay, we're good in quality, we're quality merchants. So I'm not gonna read into too much what Lando Norris did on the Friday, right? Yep. So then Saturday comes, he does the same thing in quality, slaps it P3, right? So I'm like, there's some consistency here with the quality pace. Obviously, quality pace needs to translate to race pace, which is really good because we really got like a free session just to corroborate all the data and get the race pace analysis in there. And I was watching it, obviously, the whole situation, Lando dropped back and I was thinking, oh, here we go again. We've got no race pace and stuff like that. Then we were in the race and they were battling Leclerc. Leclerc was getting cooked. Leclerc was getting cooked by Lando. It was a big problem.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether that's because Leclerc's been struggling to drive in wet mix conditions for the last couple of races. So I had to kind of park it. I had to be like, yeah, that ain't real. That race weren't real.
Is it
real
not
race?
Is it not real when it's constant with Leclerc though?
Leclerc can't handle it. No, I was trying to not that about Leclerc being real. I was trying to say, it's not real that the McLaren's got pace.
He's
I was
got the
trying to be
pace,
like,
right.
oh, this is just circumstantial that we're keeping up with these guys, right? So then it gets to the actual race itself.
Yeah.
And we're there. We're keeping up with the Hamilton overtakes us on the line. Fair. We're keeping up with him. Then we're overtaking him. Then we're leaving him.
Get
Aston
in,
Martin
man.
nowhere.
Come on. Come on.
So the race pace is there.
Oh, the pace
The
is
race
there.
pace is there. Regardless of if Lando's a god on this track or not, maybe just add another 2 temps on there. We saw that on the data. I've been looking at data for the last 2 days. Yeah, there was a 0.8 second gap. Obviously, Lando had damage, but he obviously swapped that wing. Obviously, I'll say that Oscar's maybe a 2 tenths slower than Lando just in general. So we're still looking at half a second gain on half an upgrade.
Let me pull up this because I don't know if you saw this, right, but there was an image. I think you shared it on the Twitter account about the pace and what's changed and what's different. Let me know if you guys see this well. Hopefully, I don't have another howler, but let me know if you see that well. If not, I'll try and zoom in. Might be worth a little zoom there. Can you see that, people? Is that good or no? Sorry, Mahad, you're on mute. I was thinking to myself, oh, have I crashed again?
No. Sorry, so this is the race pace, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's clear. I don't know if I need to zoom a bit more.
No, that's fine. I can see it. I can tell by the colors.
Cool.
So, yeah, where the hell is Mercedes? What's going on here? Brother,
man,
we're looking at solid P5, and we're not too far behind Ferrari.
No, we're not too far behind Ferrari, and that is like, you sort of think you look at this 2 weeks ago or a month ago or whatever, or the start of the season, we would never be sandwiched here between,
we was where Oscar is.
Yeah, comfortably as well.
Both cars were where Oscar are.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's mad now how the tables turn. It's mad how the tables have turned.
I can't wait for Oscar to be there because Oscar's always nearing about Lando. If he had the upgrades as well, he would have been comfy top 10. Comfy.
Yeah.
So, like, Stella, thank you.
Yes, man. Big up Stella. In Stella we trust, man. As they say, let Andrea cook. Big up to Omar. Let me make sure.
I think a lot of people have just jumped in now, innit?
As well, yeah. Big up to everyone that's watching as well. But make sure you guys smash a like on the video on this channel. Subscribe to the channel if you're a McLaren fan. People are calling it the MCL 60S for Stella. I've seen the MCL 60M on here as well from Alex. Somebody put as well. Where is it? I think it was Drea who had the comment here about the M60W. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? And who knows? Like, if someone's not going to win, if a Red Bull's not going to win a race this year, if there's going to be one race where they don't win it, now we're in the conversation.
Perez, Max, I beg you crash into each other, Silverstone.
That's what we need. Oh, could you imagine the feels? Could you imagine the feels in at Silverstone, mate? Oh my days.
What do you think of the whole what am I gonna say? Like the whole sprint race situation. Do you feel like that was an opportunity lost? The whole stall in the corner.
I don't know. No, I don't know. The sprint is a bit. It's Amon's asking, not stopping. Was it the right call or not?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because look, we got taken by Russell on the last lap.
We did get taken, yeah, but I think it was one of those days. Like, it was hard to call as well. Like, I don't think when we didn't stop, I didn't think blatantly like, what are we doing? I didn't think any of that. I just thought maybe they're looking at something else that's a little bit more clever than that. I don't know. I don't know whether it's a case of just it was just a bad day at the office for just that moment in time. Like,
did people in the audience did Lando say no to the tires? But clearly, because Oscar and Russell were the first people to put softs on. So I thought, are they testing Oscar so they can
check? Yeah,
so they can check. But then apparently, did Lando say no to the softs? I don't know.
I don't
Because
remember.
I feel like softs in wet conditions, he's faster than all these guys. He's literally the fastest guy on the grid. So we could have got that position back off Ocon. It's not that
No, we
deep
could
because
have.
it's a sprint race, but if it was a real race, I might have been upset about it.
And that's the thing. I think that went into the thinking as well. I think as well, had this been a real race, would we make that move? I don't think so. I don't really think so. I think it was worth the gamble because there's not many points in it. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
it's
if it was a race, yeah, but now it's like, am I really gonna risk the car, go on softs on wet conditions and crash the car that's got upgrades,
bro,
for 2 points?
listen, if you finished fourth and below, they all said the same thing. Yo, the real race is tomorrow. They all said the same thing. So like, even when it's when you realize, okay, do you know what? Like, it kind of dawned on me a little bit, like, because I was a sprint race fan, in it. Like, I've been a sprint race fan, like, unapologetically. I've been like, you know what? I have them every weekend. But I must admit, it's the first weekend when I thought, do you know what? I see why this is long. But again, the laps are too many, in my opinion. For a sprint, what did we have? 24 laps. I get it. Austria's done in like a minute, right? You do it in like a minute and 5 or whatever, minute and 3. But come on, 24 laps for a sprint race. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Do me a favor.
Also, I've had enough of Ocon not being unable to take Albon. Is he all right? Is he all right? He has the total inability to overtake Ocon, to overtake Albon. He's just
Albon,
stuck.
yeah.
He's just there, stuck in the.
He sees him.
Man. Do you know what's so funny? Yeah, in that race, yeah, when they all got the slicks on, yeah, just easy Oscar overtook Albon, quick time like that.
Nothing
And
long.
Ocon was doodallying the whole race.
Maybe
He had a
there's a
stinker this weekend. Ocon had a stinker.
maybe there's a bet on, bro. You never know, man. With Formula One, you just never know.
Because
Maybe these men have got
if
a bet
if
going
Ocon
on.
overtook Albon, Leclerc and Norris would have overtook him quick time, man.
Yeah. Have a look at this.
Oscar, fantastic in the sprint race. Fantastic.
Oh, it was brilliant. He was superb in the sprint race.
I saw what was
cooking. But you know what? Like, we know what he's about. Like, we know it. We actually know it. We know what he's about. So big up to Oscar, man. And there's more to come, man. Like, give him the upgrade, bro. He's gonna have 3 practice sessions to work on this car and just watch and learn. This comment is probably my favorite comment of the day, without a shadow of a doubt. Just to hear that.
I don't think we won. I think we're in the high speed corners. I think we were 5th. Looking at the data, I think we're, because they said, I was reading this article. They said the weakness is still the straights because we still got dragged. But we're like the 5th fastest on the straights. But we are the 2nd fastest in the high speed corners, which we would never were before.
Yeah. Well, let's see, man. Let's see. Look at this. Oscar was on smoke in the sprint. Hype in 17th, finished behind Debris. Listen, don't watch that. Don't watch any of that. We're not talking about
Hampton is like 10th race in Formula 1, what are we doing here, man? Let's have some ethics, man.
Oh, my days.
You have no ethics, bro.
Yeah, no, for sure. Right.
No,
listen,
this comment here, hold on. This comment here.
Which one?
1 second. Just think about that. Just think about it.
Yeah.
And what Silverstone got? Silverstone's got a lot of high speed corners.
A lot of high speed corners. So yeah, so it did make me think. What was Ted Kravitz on about there? Why is he spraying that?
Do you know what? Hold on. I saw something. I don't know if you guys saw this. Maybe you can watch it back here. There was a TED notebook in the end of Canada. Yeah. And he was talking about McLaren. And he said something about there's going to be more hires. And then he was going to go into it, but then he had to go to a break. And then he never mentioned it again.
Did he say that? Yeah. Because
I don't think anybody noticed that. I noticed it and I was like, okay, I was waiting for it. And then he never said it because he had to go to a break. Because obviously it's timed, isn't it? It's live, isn't it? So he never spoke about it, but he was talking. There's another major hire that's happening that we don't know about.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
And that's from Ted, but Ted never carried on speaking about it.
Okay. Now, look, we've talked the good news thus far, okay? But I just think we have to, don't want to bring the tone down, but guys, we've got to talk about it. I can't avoid it any longer. I'm gonna share something, and I want to get your thoughts. Your first initial thoughts when the promo came out. I need to know what you were thinking because McLaren teased us, people. They teased us. They teased us. We've got a new livery, people, for the British Grand Prix. Now, all season long, right, we've been discussing, you know, what livery would they bring out this year? Should it be the Chrome? Should it be the West? Should it be the Golf? We had a little indie kind of triple crown special not once upon a time, not that long ago, Miami and what was the other circuit? It was Miami and what? It was two circuits. Anyway, whatever it was.
Spain and Monaco.
Spain and Monaco. Why did I think Miami? I don't know why I thought in American circuit. I don't know why I thought that. What do we think, people? Mahad, talk to me. The promo. Talk to me when the promo was being built up. McLaren changed their avatar, whatever it's called, their DP, and I thought, oh my god, what on earth is happening here? And then they were teasing us bit by bit, bit by bit. Even the video, which seems to appear two Force India cars in this video, no idea
Yeah,
why.
howler. Whoever's working at
Stinker.
McLaren, sorry guys.
Stinker. That was a stinker. Okay,
Some
because
due diligence, please.
I saw Kingfisher. I said, hang on a minute, did we have Kingfisher? I was like, since when did we have Kingfisher? Mate, that's a year I missed in Formula One, then it must have been. I've seen the Kingfisher, you know. Boy, I'll tell you
Howler,
what,
man.
that's a howler. Anyway, all the build up and promo, if there's one thing I think they do so well is the way they hyped it up. And I think what I want to get your thoughts. That's what makes this livery disappointing. Because what we got from what was being built, talk to me. Talk to me.
Listen,
And in the
I'm gonna
comments,
get
make sure you leave your opinions because we're gonna put them up.
yeah, in the comments, put your rank it out of 10, guys. What do you think? And tell us
Yeah.
what exactly what's wrong with it or what do you like about it. People are not gonna like for what I'm gonna say, man. We've discussed this before, man. But you can't put lipstick on a pig, bro. The chrome livery don't slap anyway.
Okay, now you need
So
to stop there. You need to stop right there. Okay,
it's not a good liver anyway. It's not a good liver anyway. So why? How can you bring back a?
Oh my god!
Listen, it's not a
This
good
is
livery.
criminal. Okay,
Okay. So if you brought back a livery that's not good, and you put it on a livery that's not good, what are you gonna get?
First of all,
If an ugly car has a baby with an ugly car,
oh my god,
yeah.
people, are you hearing this man?
What genetics are you gonna have?
People, are you hearing this man? Listen, the chrome livery, if not the best, is top 2 liveries that McLaren have ever had.
That's insane. That's
that
insane.
they've ever had. Okay,
it's insane.
The Chrome Vodafone livery is elite. This is not up for discussion nor debate.
It's not even top 2.
At first, when you said if you put lipstick on a pig, see, I understood where you were going there. The lipstick being the Chrome livery, the pig being the car that it is now. But to even say the Chrome wasn't good even in its time, it's outrageous.
It was good, man.
It's outrageous.
I hope the world's opening their eyes right now.
Oh my lord!
Because now you're seeing the Chrome back, and you're like, you know what I mean? Because it weren't good in the first place.
Wow.
And now you guys are realizing it. You're opening your eyes, and people might hate me for this.
What are you saying?
Like, listen, McLaren might hate me for this, but listen, yeah, you could have brought that. Listen, bring back that West livery in it. Bring back that West livery. Cut my in it. It's fine.
We can argue that the West might be number 1 and whatever else, no problem. To say that Chrome is bad is outrageous. Now,
I'll tell you this right now. The livery that came out for Spain and Monaco is better than the Chrome livery.
No, now when you say Chrome livery, you don't mean 2012, 2011.
I mean 2012, 2011.
No, you do not.
08, 07.
This is freaking outrageous. This is outrageous. Look, listen, people are backing you though.
I'm a speaker of truth. I'm a speaker of truth.
They're backing you in these streets.
Listen, I saw the logo change to Chrome, yeah, and I said, "Oh, here we go again." Here we go again. One of the biggest travesties in Formula One was the change of livery from 2005 to 2006.
Wow.
That immediately allowed us to fall off.
Wow, that's crazy.
Look at the 2006 season. Stunk.
we stunk out the joint, no doubt about it.
And that's gonna chrome.
But that '08 car, let's talk about it, because that '08 car was nasty. '07's car, nasty. Yeah, it made up amends for that '06 car. It made up amends. But listen, Amon, bang on here. More
Is it
so,
too much carbon?
it's the papaya, bruv. Why, like, you see this shot here? I don't know if it's on screen now. This is the best part of the car. This is all I need to see. The top bit with the papaya.
So are you trying to say this bit with the chrome right now, yeah, with the little bit of orange on the top, that should have been the whole car?
I want chrome, cuzzy. And if you're gonna have the orange,
splashes of orange.
If you're gonna have papaya on there, yeah, let it be like how the Vodafone one was, where there was splashes of that red blood orange, whatever that color was, right? Let it be like that. Don't give me where's the angle that I saw, which absolutely I was throwing up. Is it here? I was absolutely like, excuse me.
Oh, I like that bit though. I like that bit.
By the way, let's have a minute. Let's have a minute on this one, because that one there,
that's the best bit.
Oh, lovely, absolutely lovely.
That's heritage right there.
Look at it. I mean, I didn't even keep an image of the sky version of like the bird's eye view. Why? Because I couldn't. Because it was all orange basically, right? And I just said no. The carbon and the orange ruins this chrome livery.
Nah. Because at the end of the day, the normal Vodafone livery had bare red. The thing that ruins this is the black.
See, Shay?
If it was chrome and orange, it would work. You can't put black.
Listen, Shay talking truth right here. Leave the papaya.
Bro, Vodafone's not our sponsor anymore, bro.
I hear that. No, I hear all
on
that.
The car. Listen, it has to be orange. Shay, it has to be orange.
We had a chrome livery in 2014, and it was all chrome, no Vodafone. It was all chrome, gangster. It looked gangster. It was absolutely brilliant. Ah, she's gone for the suits as well. What's your thoughts on this? Are these? Hey, that's the Triple Crown suit.
No, like, this ain't the Triple Crown suit. This ain't the Triple Crown suit.
No, the Triple Crown suit is better.
No, because this one's got the trousers are different.
Yeah,
the leg bits are different. This has got like the chrome. This is like I'm about to click on the browser, bro.
Oh, man, said I think the papaya 2014 livery was dead. Oh my days. Anyway.
I don't have a problem with papaya. I don't have a problem with papaya. Yeah.
I don't either.
I reckon. Nah, chrome's just ass, man. It's trash, man.
Chrome is. I
don't want to see no chrome, bro. I don't want to see that color, man.
This is unbelievable. It's
yucky. It looks like tinfoil, man.
Listen, the Triple Crown, what crown is elite, but Mahad is wrong.
What do you mean I'm wrong? I'm hating, man.
Oh my God.
I'm not wrong.
No, listen.
Listen. We from the beginning. You know my opinion on this.
We've argued this, yeah. Where's Uzair, bruv? I need Uzair, bruv, to back it.
Uzair was trying to cook me as well. Uzair is probably thinking I'm sick of. I don't care. Like, man, you had an opportunity to bring out that West livery. You get me? I understand why they brought the chrome, because of the whole Silverstone thing. You get me? But yeah.
Like this,
I understand the chrome, because obviously you need to do chrome and chrome. You get me? Google Chrome.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
but
it felt like
Zach's not gonna let him go to orange, guys. Zach's not ever letting go to orange, which makes me think, don't do a West livery, because if you put orange on a West livery, I'm gonna riot. I'll take the train to Woking right now.
I'm trying to think what part of the car will still be orange. I'm trying to think on that West.
Oh, that's nasty.
It'll be all the black
and grey. Black and grey whip with orange on it, please, man.
No way.
I reckon this car will look better in the sunlight, and ironically, this car is better than the original car. This is better than the original.
See, to me, this would have looked better in Singapore. This is giving me like a nice little
Singapore. At the end of the day, I think we're bringing 3 liveries. This is the second one, but this year 3 liveries.
You think there's another one to come?
There's one more.
Yeah, man, it underwhelmed this one, man. It underwhelmed. Like the promo,
this one did not bang.
Was sick and whatnot, but I'm so sorry, guys.
I know why they did it, because obviously this is like Lando and Oscar. This is their car. This is the chrome. They love the chrome car, innit?
Yeah, but again, like for all the, especially the neutral fans out there who respected the chrome, they are all like, McLaren, this ain't it. McLaren, this ain't it. You know,
What are they expecting? Are they expected the Vodafone to come through?
Not even a Vodafone thing. Like, if you're telling me, you know what, McLaren's gonna bring out a, do you know what I would have expected?
Man
You know
said
what's so funny?
British Red Cross livery. That's it. Come through. Charity
like,
livery.
but for me, if you said to me, you know, McLaren's gonna bring out a chrome livery at the start, like it's you know, we go back to the start of the season. Guess what? McLaren's gonna bring out a chrome livery at Silverstone. I'm picturing, you know, you copy and paste the 2012 chrome Vodafone car, right? But everything that's Vodafone, everything that's red is papaya. It's orange. That's what I'm picturing.
Exactly the same, but replacing the red and orange.
Basically, because you know what, like what they did with what they did when they were mocking the Marlboro livery, right?
Yeah.
What was red was now orange.
Yeah.
And it would have been like that, you know, that would have been okay. Like, no biggie. Cool with that. But the idea that it's now like, this is a different car to me. This doesn't even. This is
I
not.
understand.
It's not a throwback. It's not even a throwback to back in the day. This is not a throwback to me.
It's because of the black. You're upset about the black.
Do you think it's the black?
The exposed. Because I think if it was all silver and it had these flashes of orange right now, you'd like it better. I'll tell you right now.
You might be right. You might be right. Let me see if I had anything else here.
Team.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, team. Huh? Back again.
I think this is an all-round great race from everyone.
See, I thought, you know, I'll bring the chrome in the middle. I thought I'll put it in the middle of the segment because I ain't really feeling it too tough, and I didn't want to end on a bad one. We cannot have a bad stream today because of the weekend we've had, right? Overall, the upgrade is here. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, as Musavis said here. Yeah, take that, bruv.
Wait.
That.
I feel like that's the fastest pit stop of the season.
A 210, yeah. A 210. I mean, AlphaTauri, blood. Like, what are you doing here? You know, that was upshit AlphaTauri.
Man, don't care about that. Yo, I'm just checking through the times right now. So that's a 210, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
210. All right, let's have a look. I'm looking for.
When you say the fastest, what you mean this season?
No. I was just saying this season. I think Perez had a faster one in Spain. He had a 2.07, and I think it might be the second fastest. Let me just have a check.
Wowza.
I'm looking through right now. Yeah, it's joint second fastest pit stop this season, guys.
Yeah.
So that's a fast pit stop, guys.
Yeah, I don't know if that was this year.
Hey, one thing I'll tell you right now is Mercedes are never in the top 10.
You see Mercedes, yeah?
Ever.
Where's David, bro? Where's Generous Dave? I'm waiting for these guys, bro.
No, Shay, I'm looking at the list. I've looked the whole season. Nobody's done better than 2.07.
Yeah.
I looked at all the rounds this season.
Yeah, man, listen, Canadian Gringo, listen, I'm here to drink. I'm here to drink it all in, okay? We need to take a moment to appreciate the fact that we haven't had such a good weekend in like this in 3 seasons. 3 seasons. We've not enjoyed. I'm just saying, like, you know, it could be time, man. It could be time.
No, last time I felt happy was maybe Singapore last year because we got a little cheeky 4th and 5th. You get me?
I don't know, man. It's got to be Monza. I haven't skinned teeth like I have this weekend, boy. It's got to be Monza.
Yeah, but that's the same result. Last year Singapore is the same result. 4th, innit?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Sorry, what I meant is the win, bruv. Danny Rick's win, man. I'm talking about
that day was amazing, man.
That day was amazing, man. At Ferrari's home. A 1-2 McLaren. Oh, right, mate, listen.
I think the voice note that I put is still on Twitter. I put a voice note on Twitter that day. I was going mad. God. Oh my Ferrari had to hold that, man.
I said I think Lando was closer to Hamilton after both coming out from the pit stop. Yeah, you see,
set him up, man. Helped him out to get into the DRS, man.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, man. It's a lot. Very quickly on just a side note on AlphaTauri, like they're changing name and whatnot. What are your thoughts?
I have no idea, boy. They have to sell the team, man. Sell the team, man. Why are you still here, bro? Sell the team, man. I'm tired. Because
just sell it.
I don't know what these men are on. But just give it to like Andretti's begging to come in. Just sell it to Andretti, man. I'm tired.
Yeah. And this is how we talk about it nicely, man. 4th in Singapore last year, but there was a lot of DNFs. This weekend, we got it pure.
In pure pace.
Pure.
The one thing I did say is that the Ferraris are too fast for us right now. Their Ferraris brought upgrades and they're cooking.
The Ferraris, Ferraris are quick. Listen, the way Sainz was not letting Perez eat, just not letting him eat like that was yeah.
And like Lando was in his DRS for ages. He just couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, no, for sure. On to before we go to the Silverstone Grand Prix or the British Grand Prix rather, what are we rating? What are we rating the drivers out of 10? Let's start with Lando flipping Norris.
Lando Norris, 10 out of 10.
Woo!
Actually, no, I can't. 9.5. Until he wins the race, I can't give him a 10.
Woo!
Because he's unreal. Unreal. He was unreal quality. Unreal in the race.
He was, man.
He was doing a madness, man.
Like, it's not even like it's not even a joke. Like, he's good, man. He's good, and he's been good for ages. He's been good for ages as well. Oscar's. I'm looking at Oscar Piastri, and I'm thinking, yo, is this what you're saying, Oscar?
I don't know how you can sit
saying,
there, bro. I don't know how you can sit there and tell me Lando's not good. What are you watching?
It makes no sense.
He gets a fast car. What's he doing? He's packing guys. I don't understand what you guys want.
Man, Zach's giving him 11.
11, boy. Hey, listen, reserve that for the wins.
Hold that for the dubs. Obviously, there's hateration in this dancery, yeah.
What's Gasly's rating, Nate? Nathan, what's Gasly's rating? Tell me.
I need a Gasly and Ocon rating from you
right now.
Drea, Lando 10, Oscar 6. Okay, let's talk Oscar as well. Oscar 6.
Are we talking about the race or the weekend? Because
weekend.
The race.
Weekend.
Okay, 6 is fair then.
Yeah,
if it's just the race, it has to be lower than that.
But like Oscar though, yeah. The thing is, he's in a car right now. We can say this. He's in a car that expects to finish around where he's finishing.
Yeah, but he got damaged trying to overtake.
And he got damaged exactly. So it's not even like his fault or nothing like that. Once he was at the back, that was it.
That was it. His
wasn't
fault?
was it like a bottleneck? Wasn't that in turn? Was it 1 or 2?
Oh no, actually, wasn't his fault. It was more to do with somebody breaking in front of him. And
some jabroni, had some debris. Who was the moron? There was one clown. I was like, well, look at this guy. I said, leave Oscar alone. Let Oscar have a free weekend.
That reminds me because someone tried to do that to me today. Someone tried to tried to brake check, man. I was like, nah, don't do that. Don't do that. I had to take avoidant action. I was like, nah, I'm not a crash claim victim. Don't ever try.
You're not trying to get me, boy. You're not trying to get me. Amon says Lando 9. My guy needs to work on race starts. Interesting. A little bit of critique for the Lando.
I think Hamilton just got him.
No, but I think there's something.
Was that a true criticism?
I think there's something to this because there's been a few times where you and I even have been live on podcasts watching our starts, and it's always pain. Like, I've not cheered once this season at a start. I've not cheered at turn 1. I need to cheer at turn 1. Give me a little something at turn 1 to say.
Look, I feel like Lando does have good starts sometimes, but I think they're more overshadowed by the bad starts.
Fair, okay.
Fair enough. I do feel like yes, maybe 6-8 races in a year he has a bad start. But he does have good starts here and there, but the ratio is not looking good enough. It's kind of like Hamilton had really bad starts from like in 2021 and 2022. He was bad. And all of a sudden, he's got his mojo back. It's just one of those things you get a feel for, isn't it?
Let's see. Perez should have got driver of the day. What's your thoughts? I was surprised Lando got it. I must admit, I was surprised.
Yeah,
not that I didn't think he deserved it.
Nobody's gonna give Perez his flowers anymore, man.
That's the thing, though. He got his flower one time.
Until he gets into Q3, they're not gonna give him flowers. It's 4 in a row, man.
Yo, that's 4 in a row, man. Oscar's the same type, Lando. I can see it. Yeah, man, there's something about that, man. There is something about it.
He's gonna do something, man. Obviously, it's British Grand Prix and it's Lando's home race, but I feel like Oscar's gonna do something.
Fair play to Nate, though. Hang on, so you're telling me Gasly gets the same rating as Norris this weekend? That's that, you see? You're smoking, bro. You're on that Budgie Bannon.
Put him on a ban now.
Oscar, put him on a ban. Oscar 8th. Ocon was off exploring the Austrian.
30 seconds worth of penalties.
Yeah.
he had an unsafe release and then just track limit all day long. Have you seen his radio at the end of the race? He's like, "Yeah, you avoided
No,
the track limits, mate. Congratulations." Da-da-da. Yeah, yeah.
two
And
two's
then
that.
Oscar, two, they're waiting for him. He had a Rico charge waiting for him, man. He was getting cooked. Second he got
You
back to
got
the
it.
garage, he thought he avoided it.
Bro, everyone got dunked on penalties. How did we avoid those? How? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how we escaped. Steph Lowe, big up yourself, saying Oscar had a 6 weekend, but a lot of that was limitations of the car.
Yeah, he's driving a horrible car.
Agree.
Guess what? We never get to see that car again. Next race, we're not seeing it again. It's over. That was the last weekend you ever see that car. It's over.
And the good thing about having both different types of cars last weekend is that you get to see how garbage what we brought to the season, where people like Max Verstappen can go in the lead 30 seconds, pit just because he wants the fastest lap and continue on like nothing's happened. This car, the car Oscar drove on the weekend, I'm telling you, man, good riddance. We were saying it last race, wasn't it? Last race we were like, look, guys, goodbye to the MCL. You know what I'm saying? It's more like an ACL. It's gone. We're done. It's over. It's over. Now we get to, you know what I'm saying? We get to enjoy and bask.
Enjoy the fruits of our labor. Even though we didn't build that car. I'm claiming it anyway.
Yeah, man. Listen, we got a big up to everyone, man. Big up to everyone that's actually locked in today. We got to talk about the team as well. What's the team getting out of 10 in the meantime? Whilst I run through the comments.
Team is getting 10 out of 10. What did they do? Nothing wrong. You brought upgrades.
Not one wrong
gave
thing.
Gave us over half a second. Did elite pit stops. Good strategy. Didn't F up nothing. 10 out of 10 lads.
10 out of 10. Even with that sprint situation, not pitting.
Don't matter.
Don't
10
matter.
Out of 10 lads.
Yeah. We have to give it to the team, guys.
10 out of 10 Stella. 10 out of 10 Prodromo. 10 out of 10 all the man at the factory. You did your thing.
Even Sanchez, bro, he's not even here yet. Like you're all getting it. You're all getting it by association. Chase also said, you know what? Lando's forever avoiding incidents as well. It's a skill this season, you know, to avoid any incidents.
What the hell were Perez? What is Perez and Max doing? What, are these man bored?
Oh my god!
Go get your 1-2, man. What the hell is happening here, bro?
For reals.
Then we had Hulkenberg basking in second place for ages when that could have been Lando. Can't be asked.
No, exactly. Alex saying team 10-10. Amon 10 out of 10 as well for the team. People they're not backing down on this one. No one's put anything less. 10 out of 10 for the team. What do we expect at Silverstone, my friend? What do we expect at Silverstone? What can we expect? Quali, race. What you saying, man? Let's just say Oscar, right? Let's say Oscar turns the heat on. Like, not that he's not had it on. He's at a dud car. But let's just say, yeah, how much slower is he than Lando? Let's just put it comparatively.
Maybe 1/10, 2/10.
Yeah. So let's say if he's 2/10 at least, right? 2/10 slower than Lando. Where are they both finishing? Where are we finishing at home?
Quali, it really depends on the weather. But quali, I'm going to say this, and you might guys think I'm crazy. I was thinking top 6 both cars.
Woo! They're saying top 6
cars.
people.
I think race top 7 both cars.
Oh, let's have a look.
I reckon one at least in the top 4. That's what I'm saying. At least one car in the top 4.
One of the top 4 minimum, yeah. Steph Lowe, top 7, both drivers, yeah. Both cars Q3, P6, P7 in quality.
Because now we're in the mix. Now we're in the mix with them, man.
Are we in the mix? Yeah.
I feel like we're in the mix. I feel if we're in the mix with Ferrari, Mercedes,
gassing me,
Aston Martin, we got better drivers than them. I don't care. Ferrari, we got better drivers than them. Mercedes, debatable.
What did Lawrence Stroll say? He should be knighted. Hey, do you know what? Yeah, listen. Formula One is a funny sport, man. Did Lawrence Stroll literally say he should be knighted for what he's done for Aston Martin in Formula One? Did I really see that?
You should, because they were bloody in the mud. They were forced India. Your owner's in bin. He was in jail, bro. What's going on?
With the Kingfisher. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's hilarious, man. I'll type VJ Malia. Amon says, I have confidence in the team, but I haven't felt in a while. Yeah, absolutely. Steflo, yeah? Lando, top 4 business, fighting for that podium. Hey, listen, if we get a podium at Silverstone,
Do you know what?
guys,
No. Do you know what would be the most poetic thing? Yeah?
go on.
And I'm manifesting it right now. My eyes are closed. I can imagine
Mm,
it. Yeah.
mm,
Right now, Red Bull are drawing with McLaren in terms of the win streak. Yeah. We're head to head. Yeah.
yeah.
Imagine Lando or Oscar stopping the win streak to protect McLaren's record.
Oh,
How poetic is that?
honestly, you can see the chrome flying through Beckett's blood. You know what I'm saying? It's just flying through, bro. Cops. It's happening, man. You never listen.
What if the heavens open? Because today in London it was raining. What if the
Yeah.
heavens open and it starts chucking
Let
it
me
down?
check. Let me
And
check this
then
weather.
and then Lando Norris just decides, you know what, I'm gonna do a Silverstone 2008.
YOLO. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a madness.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Right, Silverstone. Yeah. What we saying on the weekend, blood? Saturday. So like 26 degrees on Saturday, but 30% chance of rain. Then it drops to 23 degrees on Sunday. Lows of 13 degrees. You never know, man. Because I think Friday and
Hey,
Saturday is meant to be
it's a bit chilly
baking
right
in
now.
London.
Our car works in the cold weather. You get me?
It works in the cold weather. You know, after all that optimum, now we're getting the optimum weather constantly. All of a sudden, tricky one, says Shay, because Merc are bringing upgrades too and tend to do well there. Yep, they do. Who knows which Perez will get? And there's a Ferrari who may run shenanigans as per usual.
Ferrari, they
There's
were
gonna
cooking
be
last year. They
they,
won.
they cooked last year, but like it's do you see like the top 4 or 5 teams? Not all of their drivers are going to finish. Not all of their drivers are going to finish in this top 8, for example. Not all of them will. Like Silverstone is going to be, it's for the racer. Who can really race? Like that's one thing I'll give Silverstone over most tracks. The racers come to play.
And the
You
track is
know them ones.
fast.
The track is fast. It's not here for dilly dallying. It's here for the serious dons. So you never know. But spot on about the Mercs with their upgrades. Obviously Perez. When Perez is on, he's on. And yeah,
But Perez don't
science.
really do too well in Silverstone, from what I
No,
remember.
not he doesn't.
The
To be
guy
fair,
that the guy that eats well in Silverstone is Charles Leclerc.
you wouldn't say science.
He
I'm more
obviously
concerned.
won, but Charles Leclerc every year he's
I'm more
there.
concerned. That's a good point,
Podium.
actually. Yeah, no, that's a good point. It's just Charles not in the right frame of mind right now. There's a lot going on. Them men are asking him what strategy should we go with. They're asking him on the radio.
Boy,
They're asking him on the radio. What
boy.
2 stop, 3 stop. It's like, brother, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me pit now and switch one of you man in the car, and I'll sit on the pit lane. So then I can lead from there, because you lot are having a friggin' bubble bath. Top 6, Shay thinks for the McLaren boys. Yeah, man, we're actually in the mix, man. We're actually in the mix, and you're right. 72 hours ago, you would have never thought that at all.
Not possible.
Not possible. Drea says, last couple before we close up. Drea says, my question is how Mercedes and Aston will get on. That track could suit them more, but I still hope for top 7. Listen, man, believe, bruv. Believe. People out there, believe. You never know.
Let's just believe in our driver talent and believe in our
Exactly.
ability to these upgrades. At the end of the day, whatever upgrades happening in Silverstone, I think it's the rear wing that'll help with the drag, and the suspension and Hungary should even help even more. So
that's the thing.
these are not like there's a reason. These are not minor updates. The next 2 races.
No.
These are fundamental.
No.
Suspension and rear wing is fundamental parts.
It's thunder. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So the Merc will be better than Ferrari this week. Mark my words. Well, I wonder how the debrief went between Lewis and Toto, boy. After Toto's telling man to just shut up and drive, bro. That was.
That's crazy.
He's just like, yo, cuz. So listen, if you want to have your politics, listen, have your politics, yeah. But yeah, hopefully we can end that streak, and make sure that we keep our Silverstone streak intact. Top 7 says, Amon, in the mix, leaving Alpine in the dust.
Where's
That's one
Alpine?
team I don't want to see.
I don't
I
want
don't
to hear their
see.
name
I
again.
don't want to hear their name again for the rest of the season. They shouldn't be anywhere near here. But yeah, you never know, guys. You never know.
100%, man.
Front and rear wing, yeah.
Also,
Talk to them, man. Talk to them, huh? Talk to them. Listen, one thing you should never do, Masab. Never feel sorry for Alpine. This is not
nobody
what
cares
we
about
do.
Alpine.
No
Not
one
here.
cares.
This is
And
McLaren
Ryan,
Fan TV. I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
we don't care.
We don't care about
Listen,
Alpine.
Ryan Reynolds, bruv, you take your money there, yeah. You just go Koch over there, boy. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see who Wrexham will do better than Alpine this year, bruv. Don't you worry about that.
It's gonna be an Always Sunny in Philadelphia skit over there, bro.
You know, guys, big up yourselves. Smash a like on the video and make sure you subscribe to the channel McLaren Fan TV. Yeah, and make sure you follow us on the Twitter at McLaren Fan TV. Mahad, any last thoughts before we depart?
Guys, I'm actually gonna mix the next 3 races, but I need you guys to hold it down. I need you guys to get the propaganda out in these streets. I need you to be flying the flag for McLaren while I'm gone. Yeah.
Jeez.
And hopefully when I come back, we will be beating. No, we're not beating. We'll be challenging Red Bull.
Oh,
as Uncle Mika said.
Oh, as Uncle Mika said, yeah. Steflo saying good vibes going on to what could be the best weekend of the year. What a time to be part of this McLaren Fan TV crew.
We're all family here.
All of us involved.
This is a family meeting.
It is indeed. It is indeed. And some people can't wait. They're nervous. They're biting their nails. You know what I'm saying? We got to push. As Musab says, in Stella we trust. We've been rooting the flag from early doors because he started talking right from day one, and now he's producing. He's getting rid of the cobwebs, the dead wood, everything, and he's bringing in new talent. He's bringing in the right people. Tell you what, man, it's gonna be
in Stella we trust.
Hashtag in Stella we trust. With that, people, we will see you next week after the British Grand Prix. Thank God for the upgrades. We are here, people. Hope you feel upgraded. Next week. Peace.